Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's class. So in this class, we're going to look at another topic in our math. So for this class, and that is large numbers, large whole numbers. So and under this, we'll be looking at these three aspects. And the first aspect is we look at place values of numbers. Then we look at how to count, write, and read large numbers such as millions, billions, trillions in words and digits. That is how you can count in when they are written in words, how you can read them, and how you can convert them back to figures or from figures to what to words. Then the last part will be how to use mixture of digits and words to write large numbers. So we're going to look at that. So when we talk about place values are place values. Let's start with place value. Place values. Place value. Place value is telling us. Don't forget that we have done what digits are, and we also done rational, irrational numbers, all those ones, natural numbers. Don't forget those. If you have, you need to. If you have not mastered those things, you can still go back to the videos and read them again or watch them again to understand. So here we're looking at the value of each digit in a number, because I said that a number is made up of digits, and in the whole world we're using 10 digits, that is base 10, which is from 0 to 9. So it's from these 10 digits that will form any numbers up to trillions and so on and so forth. Is that clear? So we want to now look at what is the what. We want to look at the what of each digit in a given number. If you have a number, what is the what? What is the value of each digit in that number? That is what place value is trying to tell us. So place value, we want to write it. Place value, let's say the place value. So the place value uh, is the what, and what, or the position of each digit in a number. So the what or the value or the position of a digit in a given number is what we refer to as place value. Let's look at this. So let's have this. So let's have this. Let me have it. Let's have 4 columns here. Now, let me now write. We have hundreds. We have hundreds. We have thousands. Right? We have million. Right? We have billion. Right? Let me extend it to this side. Don't worry. Let me extend it to this side. Let me extend it to this side. We have trillion. Right. Now, if a number is written, for instance, I have this number 1, let's say 1 5 6 0 2 9 4 8 7 3. Right, I have this number, and I ask you what is the value of 4 in this, or what's the value of 0 or 6 in this number. At least we want to get the value of this. So the first thing is that we group the number in threes, starting from the right hand. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, then 1 2 3, then we put it over here. Right? So we want to know the value of these 6 in this number. So what we're going to do, we'll start from 100, because each of them we have 3 3 3 3 3. So 3 3 in the sense that the first part here The first part will always be units, tens, and then what? 100. You can see everything under the same thing here, right? So instead of writing units here, so this will be what? Thousand. And then after 100, the next one is what? Thousand. So this will be what? 10 of what? Thousand. Right? Why this one what? 100 of what? Thousand. So this one, the next after this is what? Million. We're going to have 3 columns here as well. So this is million. Then this will be tens of what? Million. Why this will be what? Hundreds of what? Million. After that we have what? Billion. Which is B. Then this is what? 10 of what? Billion. Right? Why this one will be what? Hundreds of what? Billion. So the same thing with this. With this one. This will be what? Trillion. Tens of what? Trillion. Then hundreds of what? Trillion. Now let's now put all this here, starting from the last one. So we have 3, we have 7, we have 8, we have 4, we have 9, 2, 0, 6, 5, and 1. You can see now from here, this number is not up to trillion, but up to what? Billion. So from here, we're going to we can find the place value of 6. What is the place value of 6 in this? So 6, what is the worth of this 6? So this 6 was tens of what? Million. That is 10 times 6 will be what? 60. That would be what? This 6 here is 60 million. So this means that this 6 you have here is what? 60 million. 60 what? 60 million. So when you write the 60 out, the remaining would be what? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is 60 million. All of this is very clear. So this is what we refer to as what? Place value. So you can find the place value of any digit in a number. So the first thing is for you to know this, to understand this table. You understand this what? This is what called place value by using this table. So it's not necessary that you should use the table. You can write the number and start putting unit, tens, hundred, thousand, right? Then hundreds of thousands, right? Then million, tens of million, then hundreds of what? Million, then unit tens, 100,000, tens of thousands, sorry, then hundreds of thousand, then this is what? Million, tens of what? Million, and what? Hundreds of what? Million. Then this is what? Billion. You can do this way to determine the place value, but just for understanding purpose, that is why I have to draw what? This table. I believe this is very clear to you. So that is what we refer to as what? Place value. So the place value of 3 here is what? Unit. Why the place value? The worth of this 7 here is just 7, which is 70. 7 times 10, that gives what? 70. That is, the place value is tens of 7. So then this one is what? 100. That is 800. You can see if you want to write this, it will be what? 873. You can see the 7 here is what? 70. Why this one is what? 4,000. But this 4 is what? Is under 1,000. That's 4. The value of this 4 is what? 4,000. They ask you in exam, what's value of 4 is what? 4,000. They can write it like this, but they can as well write it 4,000. Right. Then 9 here is what? 9 tens of thousand. That is 10 times 9 is what? 90. That is 90,000. So if you want to call this one, this will be 94,807. You can see we said 94,000. We did not say 94,000. We didn't say 94,000. It is 90 because this one falls under our tens. 90. Then this one is what? Hundreds of 1,000. This will then go 294,000. 294,873. Then followed by and so on and so forth like that. So the value of 0 here is million. The value of 6 is what? Tens of this is 60 million. Okay, if you want to pronounce this, will be 60,294,873. Then this one will be 560,294,873. While the last one here, which is under what billion, what 1,560,294,873. I hope this is very clear to you. That is that on place value. Now, I'll quickly move to how to now write this in words. We want to write it out in words. How are you going to do that? Now you're given this. You want to write out in words. You don't need this table for that. So writing this out in words is so straightforward and easy, right? So the first thing you need to do, if you understand place value, writing any large number in words should not give you a problem. So understanding of the place value will make it easier for you to write any number in what? In words. Let's look at this example and see how we're going to go about it. Now, in writing this in words, what we're going to do after the first thing is for you to group the digits in threes, starting from the right answer there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then put the place values on it. Now, so now this one is under what? Billion. So you're going to write it as what? 1 billion, right? 1 billion, comma. This is under 500 million, 500 million, 60 million. So this will be, you write the three of them together. That will be 500 and 60 million. 60 million, because they're under million. So 60 million, right? We are done with this one. Move to the next one. This under what? 1,000. This is 294. That will be 294. For what? 1,000. Then, comma, 873. 800 and 73. How this is very clear. So that is how to write any given digit in words. Let me give you another example. So let's say we have 7, 3, 2, 4, 0, 8, 5, 9, 8, 6, 7, 5, 2, 1. We have this. We want to write this in words. You can see that no comma, nothing. So the first thing you do, because that's how it will come in the exam. So you group them in twos, in twos, in twos. In threes rather. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this will be what? The three of them here is 100. Why the three of them is what? 1,000. This three of them is what? Million. This three of them is what? Billion. Why three of them here is what? Trillion. You can see. So we now need, this is units, this is tens, this is what? 100. This is what? Thousand. This is what? Tens, this is 100. This is million, this is tens, this is 100. This is what? Billion, this is tens, this is what? 100 of billion. This is what? Trillion, this is what? Tens of trillion. So in this case, we want to do this one. This one is under trillion. That's what do you have there? 73. So this would be what? 70, 73. Some will put that here. It doesn't matter. 73 trillion, still the same thing. 73 trillion, comma, 200. You can see 2 is under 100. 200, 4, 10, 40, 0 billion. So that is all. 200 and 40. Please don't make mistake of 40. There's no U when you're writing 40. 240 what? Billion. Billion, right? That is that. Then move to what? The next one. 859 million. 800 and 50, 59, 9 what? Million. 59 million. Right? So we're done with that. We move to the next one. So that is, the next one is what? 800, 800 and 67. 67. 67 what? Thousand. Thousands. And no, this is 520 under tens 1. 500 and what? 20, 21. I hope this is very clear. So that is that on. We've been able to write large number in what? In words now. Now, if you are now given a large number in words, you want to write it in digits. How are you going to do it? That's another problem. Most especially the students that are coming from the primary section to the college, going to JS1, they have problem with that. Writing words, numbers in words in digits, right? So they have problem with that, and it's very simple. Let's see how to analyze that. Write examples on board, right? Writing numbers in words in digits. That is, we want to write this in digits. They are in words, we want to write them in digits. So how do we do this? So the first thing, we see the way we're going to analyze this. In solving this, so this should not give you a problem, right? So we're going to expand, we're going to break them down in detail. So the first part here is what? 9 trillion. We're going to write out 9 trillion in digits. So we write 9, then this is thousand, million, billion, trillion. You can see 100,000, million, billion, trillion. So that's the first thing. Write this out, because trillion has how many zeros? So I have 12 zeros, plus the number is going to be what? Making 13. So we have 13 digits here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 plus this, that is 13 digits. So that's the first part. We are done with the first part. Second part, 653 billion. So this is the column for billion, and it is what? 653. So we write it under this 653 what? Billion. Thousand, million, billion. Can you see? Right. So move to the next one. 2 million. 2 what? Million. So this is million, this is 2 million. This is million, thousand. So 2 million is not, there's no hundreds of million, there's no tens of million. So we just have units of million. So in that case, this will be 2 million. You can see 2 million. So moving. Then the next one is what? 701,000. This is thousand column. So 701,000. Then the next one is and 5. And 5. And the 5 here is what? Units. So it's not 50 and it's not 100. It's just 5. So the 5 will be here. So what we're going to do now, we now add everything together. This is what? 5, 0, 0. Put a comma. Then we have 1, 0, 7. Put your comma. We have 2, 0, 0. We have, put your comma. We have 3. We have 5. We have what? 6. Put your comma. Then we have 9. So this is the answer. 9 trillion 653 billion 2 million 701,000 and what? 5. If you analyze this way, there is no way you miss the answer them. But most of students, they are always in A's to just finish their work. So it's something that you can do. You get to a stage whereby you can do it without analyzing it this way. For us like this, I can do it without this, but it is stage by stage. Don't rush yourself. Do it stage by stage. So that is how to write numbers in digits. Nobody has written in words in what? In digits. I hope this is very clear to you. Now, if that is the case, the last part is the writing the mixture of words and what? Digits. So why that's what we're going to look at now. Mixture of digits and words with large numbers. What does that mean? That is, you might have come across this kind of 2.5 billion to 4.5. You can see that this is a digit and this is a word, right? So mixture of the digits allowed. That is why you notice that some newspapers editors, they make use of this because it will make it easier for you to read newspapers. Because if I should write this in words, in words or in digits, you find it somehow difficult to quickly read. For example, if I should write 2 billion 500 million. For you to pronounce this while reading newspaper, it will take you some seconds. So you will have to look at it very well. But once you read still this, it's easier for you to read 2.5 billion. You understand? So that's what we want to learn, how to write it in this way and how we can as well convert this back to this place. Right. So we want to see how we can write this in the mixture of digits and words, and how we can change this one from mixture of digits and words to what? To digits only. Hope that is clear. So that's one to learn. Let's look at examples. Let's look at this example now. So the first one, we have write these numbers as a mixture of digits and words. So as you can see here, let's have the solutions. A, we have 85 0 0 0 0 0 0 then 0 0 0. So the first thing you need to do is to identify this is 100, right? This is 100,000 and this is what? Million, and this is what? Billion. So since you notice that million, thousand, hundred, all of them are zeros, and the billion is the only one that has what? 85. So what you're going to write, the answer will just be 85 billion naira. So that's all. 85 billion naira. I believe that is very clear. Good. So if that is the case, so let's look at number 2, the B aspect of it, which we have 500, right? 0 0 0 0 0 0 B 1 2. Yes, for people. So you want to write this as a mixture of what? Digits and words. So the first thing we need to do is the same thing. This is 100, this is 1,000, this is what? Million, and this is what? Billion. Now, what you're going to consider here, we consider the highest one that will carry the what? The word, which is what? Billion. So what we have here now is 2 billion 500 million. Now, so under this is 2 billion, but the 500, since it is 100 immediately after it, so instead of putting comma, so it is 500 billion. This one is billion, while this one is million. Put the point here, and this will give you 2.5 billion. That's the first method of doing it. 2.5 billion people. The first one is billion. The next digit is what? 5. Put pointed and put 5. So if you want to have here is, let's say for instance, it is 2,005, 000, then 000 people, right? So this will then be what? 2.00, because the 5 is not immediately after the 2. 005 what? Billion people. Billion what? People. I hope this is very clear. So if the 5 is here, right? If the 5, so let me know, if the 5 is, if it is 2 0.050000000. This will also go 2.0. We have 0 before the 5 billion. Is that clear? I hope this is very clear to you. Right now, so the reason why the second aspect is this: if you can do it this way. So what we have here is, we've known that this is 2 billion. The first two is 2 billion. Why this one 500 is under what? Million. So 500 now divided by, you can see what we have there. You see we're considering this what? 1000. So divide this one by 1000. So what we have? So 0 cancel what? 0. 0 cancel what? 0. 2 zeros here. It will remain 5 over what? Over 10. So if you want to convert this one, this will give you 0.5. 0.5 plus 2 will give you 2.5 what? Billion. So that is another way of doing it, but this one is the best way. So just try to master this, right? So that is that on number B. Then C aspect of it. Let me raise this side. C here. The C, which is 360,000. 360 million. That is 360 $000. So we want to write this. So you notice that this is 100 first. The first thing here is this. So let's analyze this. This is 100. This is 1000. And this is what? Million. So you can represent this one in 2 ways. So which means this will be what? 360 what? The highest one, million. Right? Or it's possible you have it this way. Or you can see this is 300, hundreds of million, tens of million, and this is what? Million. So what we're going to do is that the next value after million is what? Billion. So we assume that there is 0 point here. There is 0 billion here. So it will then go 0.36 what? Billion. We can have it this way as well. 0.636 billion dollars. Is that clear? So when you are at the stage of 100 of a particular value which is million here, it could be 1000, it could be 500, you have 500,000, and you don't want to write it 500,000 like this. You want million sometimes. So you put pointer 0. You know there is 0 million. That means there is 0 million here. So that would be 0.5 million. You are still saying what? The same thing as 500,000. So that's why you see when you arrive, you have 500. When if you listen to newscasters very well, if you want to pronounce 500,000, because they have a million, you understand? All you say 0.5 million. 0.5 million is defined as 500,000. If I want to hype myself now, and I have like, let's say 500,000 in my account, I will not say 500,000. Just say I have half a million in my account. You can see. So you can have half a million. If I have 500 billion in my account, I will not say I will just say I have half a trillion naira in my account, right? So it's still the same thing. We're still saying the same thing. So that is the essence of this aspect. Is that clear? So let's now move to question number 2. So this question, you have to pay attention here. So for number 2, write these numbers in digits. So we have 2.6 million. The first one, 2.6 million. We want to write this in digits only. So we want to remove the million. So what you're going to do is very simple. 2.6, this is million. Just multiply by 1 million. Simple. So that's it. So then now you can see the shortcut is this: multiplication by power of 10. When you are multiplying by power of 10, this is what you should do. You can see this is power of 10. How many zeros do we have here? Don't forget, it must be 1 that you have here, not 2. If I have 2 million here, you can't use that method, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rather. So and we have a digit after the decimal point. So what I will just ignore this. I will write 26. Then since I've written 26, I'll remove 10 because I have 1 digit after the decimal point. It will remain how many zeros? 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will give me 2,600,000. That's what it means. 2,600,000. There's no error there. 2,600,000. Another thing, let me bring in another way. Another thing. So if what you have there is 2.06 million, this another thing. You have to be very careful. So the same thing will be done. 2.06 times what? 1 million. Right? Good. Now, what that means is this. I'm going to ignore decimal point and write 206. Which means how many zeros am I going to cancel from this place? 1, 2. Cancel 2. It will remain how many zeros? 4. I'll just add the 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this gives me what? 2,060,000 naira. 2,060,000 naira. It's quite different from 2,600,000. I hope this is very clear. If that is the case, we move to B. The B what we have here is this. We have 1 all over 4 billion. 1 all over 4 billion. So this we need to convert this to decimal to make it easier for us. So in converting this will be 2 points. So 1 over 4 will give us 0.25. That is 1 here, 4 here. That is 0.02, right? That is 8, right? I mean that 2 and 0, that is 4, 5. So that's 0.25. Now this will give us 2.25 times 1 billion. 1 billion, thousand, million, billion. Is that clear? So we then look at 25, sorry. So how many digits do we have after the decimal point? We have 2. So we ignore the decimal point, 225. Then how many zeros will be left? We remove 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see that is 2,250,000,000. 2,250,000,000. I hope this is very clear. Good. You can play back the video to understand it better. Then the C part here. The C part is 5.45 million. That's the same thing with what we just finished now. 5.45 million, right? So this will be 5.45 times 1 million, right? So this will be what? We ignore the decimal point, 545. We cancel 2 zeros, remaining 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 5,450,000. I hope I'm making sense. Right? D, the last part, which is very important, we have this 0.15 billion. 0.15 billion. So the same thing, we do the same thing. 0.15 multiplied by 1 billion. 000. That's 1 billion. Billion. So the same thing, we ignore the decimal point. That's we're going to write 15. Right. So we remove how many zeros? 1, 2, 1, 2. So it remains what? We are removing these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We group. That is 150 what? Million. 150 million. You can see what I told you the other time. You can see, which means this is not up to billion, but you want to add. You want to hype yourself. I have about 0.15 billion in my account. That is you're saying that you have 150 million in your account. I say I have 0.15 million in my account. It's not up to 1 million. So that means I have 150,000 in my account. That's what it means. I hope that this is very clear. So this is what we're going to stop in this video. We've gone so far, and that is the end of it. Right? So if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and make sure you put on your notification bell so that anytime I release video that will help you in your academic journey, you'll be able to get them on time awards and apply the concept treated there. So, and you can as well share the videos with your family and friends. So this will be the stop. So meet in the next video. Bye for now.